Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the archived version of the developer commentary run of Mirror's Edge Catalyst that we did as a live stream. This run was done as part of a charity marathon benefiting the Prevent Cancer Foundation. It is presented without ads, and instead I would like to ask that if you enjoyed this content, please consider donating $1 or $2. You can find links that on the video and in the description. Enjoy!
A lot of people were expecting ground-level gameplay when Mirror's Edge Catalyst was first announced. Can you guys comment about that? I mean, there is ground gameplay, and it is more or less where we wanted it from the beginning. There is in the construction area, you're playing on the ground, and in release, when you, like I said earlier, with release, the idea was to take you from ground level, where you as a runner don't want to be, toward the rooftops and the vast open spaces where you do want to be. And then, of course, or where runners want to be. Of course, players always want to go where we don't allow them to go.
That's a big aspect of developing this game, I would say.
Yeah.
There's a lot of, like, as a game developer, there's always going to be areas of the game where you can't finish it to the quality you want. Yeah. And those areas are going to be super exciting for people to try to reach. And at some point you realize that, that's part of what this game is about.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, he says ground level gameplay on the streets. I meant no, that was never. That was also one of the things. I don't want to have Faith, charging into people or big crowds or getting stopped. I don't want to. I want the stuff that stops Faith in her tracks. I want you to be able to see them and and prepare for them, and so that's why there isn't a lot of randomness in that sense.
I love how I say that I can find my way and then immediately get lost.
I know where you want to. I'm a bit late, but I know where you want to go. So.
Yeah, I know where I want to go.
So
go through here.
Yeah. I can guide you. You're looking at the billboard, but you want to go to your right.
I want to go to the right of the billboard, right?
No, actually, almost all the way back to where you enter Anchor.
Yeah. I wasn't as far out as I thought, that's why I was confused.
Oh, I don't think you can enter from the bridge.
There, now we're in the right place. Whoop. I got stuck there for hours once.
Since I don't work it out, that sounded like Assassin's Creed, getting around people while parkouring. But the thing is that's part of what makes Assassin's Creed fun and great. But it's a very different thing from Mirror's Edge. Mirror's Edge is not about that.
And it's also something they probably spent years developing.
Yeah, exactly.
That's a core system of Assassin's Creed.
Yeah.
And we don't have it. And if you want to make it, you have to spend lots of time on making it.
But it's also one of those things where maybe where we felt that this is not what we want Mirror's Edge to be. So we actually made the choice, the call to not even try implementing anything like that.
Yeah. Gotta die more. I'm still at $4. I'm sorry. Probably to your joy, last time I tried this I died a whole lot more in the late game than I did here.
You're gonna die a lot in Prisoner X, and you're probably gonna die in the Shard.
I died a lot in silly places though. Oops.
What do you mean kingdom? He's not a king.
Sorry, just had Leth come in here and look for something. Let's do that then. Wasn't this where you were... Oh, come on. This was where you were first meant to be introduced to Quick Turn, wasn't it?
No. This was always the wall run, jump, grab.
Huh.
Yeah. I remember it well from my initial. I plotted all the progression, the move progression out in a big Excel document, and this was from very early. This section.
Whoops.
Yeah.
There you go. $6.
The level designer for this, Anders, I think he built the initial section. Oh, sorry, the quick run thing, quick jump. I see what you were talking about then. There was a secret hidden in this mission, which required a quick turn. Which I don't know if you need now.
No.
I found the data source. Connecting.
Love it. I die. People go, yay!
What?
I need to reroute a per research as well. Closest one is a few floors down.
This door. That door was didn't open until
After VO.
after the VO was complete.
Yes.
So that's one of the things. I think I fixed that for the first patch of the game actually, because I was like, this is not good. This is super annoying if you're running the game.
Well, I'm sure she is already.
But I love jumping on these
Whoa.
big abstract things. Whoa. These poor guys, they just get knocked around.
Yeah.
Oh.
I know approximately how far behind you are from the reactions.
Yeah. I'll try my best not to comment on what you're doing right now on my screen.
Grab one of these.
So I'm forced to rule out that option. Maybe if...
Did you read?
Oh, it's, yeah, that's not that. I thought that would be the Bad Company one. That's not in this mission, is it?
I'm so close.
The
Answer is there. If I
Bad
could just-
Company one is...
One is in construction, or in the tunnels.
Yeah, I think we... I don't remember where I hit it. I actually hit...
Where am I going?
I think I placed all those.
Chasing a pipe dream.
Hey, you're not.
How can we be so sure?
I just am. The work you're doing will change Cascadia forever. Will change the world forever.
Maybe.
You always pick them up in the right order.
Ever managed
Yep.
to
So you always pick up the first episode, and then the second, and then the third.
Yeah, they have the series have defined locations,
Yeah, exactly.
but you never pick them up out of order internally.
This combat room, the Savant combat room, is another one of those places that went through tons of iterations.
Oh yeah,
Found the
Because
switch.
this is where we introduced the shock protectors. And the shock protectors weren't even a planned archetype to begin with. They were created a bit later, which was also a good call because we needed some enemy with a ranged attack, but not too ranged. They could hurt you from a distance, but not too far away.
the whole combat system went through so many iterations.
Yeah.
Whoa.
One of the few things I've promised myself is to not go work on a game immediately that does first-person melee. Especially when you're a sprinter and you're so incredibly quick.
Well, they were so different, the versions of the system too. Like one version turned combat basically into a puzzle where you had to sort of figure out which order to take down enemies in.
Yeah.
Which was interesting, but if you didn't figure out the one predetermined path, you could never complete it.
No, it was really
So
hard.
it's sort of, once you decided to try combat, you could never salvage it, which was really annoying.
Yeah. No, and yeah, exactly. And then we had... But I think it turned out really, I'm not saying really well. Of course, everything here can be, improved, of course. But it... which I liked as a designer. might not translate perfect light as a designer, which might not translate perfectly through.
Yep.
There's a Bad Company one in Benefactor.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Oh, that's right.
Alright, the room is open and done.
Oh, now the stream is acting up over at my place.
I think I had maybe a bit of lag on my end, because you lagged out a little bit on Skype too.
Reinforcements are converging on the building. Faith, get out fast.
I'm out.
Good. The grid node is not
Let's
too far
take a
from
moment here and see that the stream is okay.
Not using Discord, come on, dude.
Oh yeah.
Sorry. That's actually my fault.
Yeah, we have Discord set up too. In the end, whatever does the job. We are now at $296.20 after some donations by Phantom LX, who says, "Cool stream and good luck reaching the donation goal." Thank you very much. I think the stream should be unlagged and good again. Grid node.
I thought you guys were going to see Faith getting the tattoo in the game. Was it removed? You do see her getting the arm tattoo in the final sequence, I think, of the story.
Yep.
Yeah.
And now we've spoiled it all, so we can stop here.
Yeah. It's my job to spoil everything. There's the character, the tattoo artist was actually planned to be more in the game initially. His name was Needle, and he was probably he was just, I think. I mean, I guess it's like when you write any story, you find that some characters aren't actually necessary to tell the story, and then you remove them and spend more time on others.
Yeah, I mean there were lots of things in the game that were cut for various reasons. Like some characters were cut because they just didn't have a place. Some because we had to get rid of a mission, and then there's basically no reason to have them left. All right, it's there.
There's one character I wish we could have done more in this game, and that's Beatrix Block.
Yeah.
She just turns up for one of the late side missions in the view.
Yeah, and she also doesn't turn up for a specific reason. She's never introduced really, other than in the cutscene itself.
No.
So it becomes a little bit weird thing. But she had two side missions from the start.
Yeah, exactly, and she's also one of the characters in the comic. So the idea was to not make it, so you had to read the comic to understand who she is, but to tie those together a little bit. And then also, she's the one mission giver that is actually a family member, so she's definitely not part of Fate's world.
Yeah.
So that's why I think she would have been interesting to
She's quite far from you inside
see more of.
Plastic, whatever. Just be safe, Faith.
Whatever. A lot of people like the grid notes. The grid notes they're really good missions, and I think capture a lot of the core of what people really like about the game. So it's not strange that the people like them.
And they also don't have runner's vision. they're all, you know, really just about the puzzle.
Yeah, they're really like the essence.
Yeah. And you know, playing them and seeing if you can beat your time, etc. after you've, you know, figured out how to play them is also pretty cool. I don't know how many paths up there are in this one, but there's definitely more. I think there's like 2.
Yeah, there's small splits where you can decide where to go. So it's not just a whole path either.
I like the later ones. I know that some people, you know, get really annoyed with the timing things, but I just find I really like it. But you know, I'm a bit of a sucker for games that makes it a bit hard for you sometimes.
He likes Dark Souls.
Of course I do. I'm a game designer.
But I do agree in that some of the content that I've pushed back very hard on the feedback about. Some people have been complaining about the delivery missions and the diversions and stuff. Those are really hard late game. Like, they are really hard, and I really appreciate that we kept one piece of this game as an incredibly difficult piece.
Yeah.
And it's not just about racing and being the best. It's actually just completing those missions is an accomplishment.
Yeah.
And for whoever said that they are too difficult, I have done every single one of them in the game without any unlocks on my characters.
Yeah.
So they are possible to do. They are extremely difficult to do, but they are possible to do. And I appreciate that there is pieces of a game that you have to really grind your skills and hone your skills to perfection before you can manage them.
Yeah.
And that is kind of a lost art in many games where everything is supposed to be super smooth and streamlined.
Yeah. It's I like being challenged. It doesn't have to be, you know, punishingly hard all the time. I personally don't like games that, you know, are just hard because they, you know, can be. I like games that are hard, but they give you all the right tools to excel, like Super Meat Boy or something like that. It's just fun.
Yeah. Then again, many parts of this game, in terms of comparisons to the first game, have been streamlined in many ways, and many of the like, annoyingly difficult elements have been removed. And what I think is left in those, you know, diversions and delivery missions and stuff is a skill test.
Yeah. What's your opinion about Dark Souls? I think Dark Souls is the best game since Half-Life 2.
I actually have not played that much of it. I've played a little bit of it, but I haven't taken the time to fully play it. And I believe that if I'm to play it, I need to give it a proper time investment.
Yes. I like how the you know, the city is actually full of smoke and dirt now after the bubble wall explosion.
Ooh.
How did you guys react when you first heard about Catalyst getting done? Like when the producers gave you green light? I'm pretty sure we were all super happy. I know I was super happy. I don't remember exactly what I did, but it was. I mean, it was fantastic. We spent a lot of time building this game, and it was very different working on this compared to, for me, working on this compared to Battlefield games, and it was hard work, but it was a lot of fun as well.
Okay. Can you call Noah?
Yeah, I agree. I mean, there were rounds. There was a Mirror's Edge in development that got canned,
Plastic to crypt the drive.
and it was part of the company that a lot of people felt was like, we have to do something like this. 'Cause it's such a different title. It's such a... I don't know. I wasn't on the team for the longest time, so... watching it from a distance, it was just, I felt like it was really important that DICE did something like that. That it wasn't just a Battlefield studio.
No, I mean this was. I mean, it was really important to me to build this, and
Actually,
so happy we did.